Welcome back, my fellow Gaians. I am the Nerl, and this is Building Gaia. Today we are going to get these trees looking like trees, get these tubes looking like trees, and we are going to systematize, so to speak. I'm not sure if that's a real word, but I'm using it. Deal with it. We are going to systematize the how to build organic shapes and forms. There is something to this. What we are going to do first is to fill in these gaps so that... Is there a torch there? Ah, come on, man. Is there... Yeah, probably could use one there. Alright, we are going to fill in these gaps from the bottom, and yeah, that was unhealthy. From the bottom, do it all the way up, so that we have this covered up, and afterwards we are going to try to get a feel for how this thing is going to look more natural and rounded. That will include understanding how organic shapes work. And just to give you a little taste of what's to come, this is going to be sort of a class where I am going to learn too. This is how we are going to approach this. I'm still a little... Yeah, This is how we're going to approach this. This will be seen as a succession of circles or ovals. Well, let's say slices of spheres. So let's say this is made up of spheres, and we are going to slice them up and see how they look in just a cut. So let's say to carve out this trunk right here, we are going to imagine slices of circles or ovals going like so. In this line, these blocks right here, we are going to face it and try to see an oval shape. So let's see, like so. And then the next one, and this is working. This works for every organic shape. When you want to do complex curves like these, where there's curves going on in all three axes. So this one, and then going inside like this one. You look at them and try to imagine. The egg is also a good example. And try to imagine, or the core, try to imagine slices of circles. So you try to get a circly shape going from the first layer and then onwards to the other ones. So we have an oval shape here, the top of an oval shape, so the full oval would go into the ground. Now, one block further out, and we have another oval shape bigger than the last one, and then another bigger still, and another, until we get over here. This block, well, actually this block, because these blocks weren't, I think they're not a part. Oh, they are, so these blocks, until we get over here. So we're going to do ovals, and we are going to have to curve them along to, so let's say instead of having a slice like so, we're gonna have to come up with ways to slice them up like so, from this angle right here, and then that angle, and then just follow the contour of the tree. But anyway, when we get on top to where the bottom of the oval will reach this block, we are going to have to carve out this side too. So we are going to get probably an elongated... excuse me, my antivirus is acting up. An elongated circle or oval shape that's going to be roundish at the top and the bottom. And that's what we will attempt to do. So, but first I am going to fill all this in up to the top, and then I'll work I'll work with that with you guys. So I will see you when I'm done with at least this tree. Let's see how long this takes. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, my fellow Gaians, we have just filled in those little gaps there, and they're starting to look a little bit like something that could be a tree. I think we are going to have to add a little bit more. Can I not die, please? Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna have to add some more height here. How is this so straight? Whatever. Some more height here so that when we add branches and leaves, if we have just this little bit right here where the wood fuses together, we won't really be able to see it. So it might not make much sense. So yeah, I think we are going to widen the trunk a bit here so that it serves two purposes. First, the trees are fusing together, so it makes sense that the trunk is, it doesn't have to be twice as wide, but a little bit higher, which also serves the purpose of fulfilling or letting my OCD rest and have this sphere here be an even number, and there you go. We don't need you guys. Be an even number and coincide with the entrance here. So yeah, here it is. Let's just check it out. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say to give our welcomes in person to our newest subscriber, Skoda650. I'm sorry, when I saw that you subscribed to this channel, I had already begun to upload the latest episode. So there, I like to welcome you guys in person, so to speak. All right, let's try to give the impression that this thing is fusing together. So where is each tree coming from? This is coming from here, and the birch is coming from here. So let's say that here it begins to merge, and then we have maybe two, and then birch, 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 oak, birch, birch, oak, 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 birch, oak, birch, birch, oak, birch. All right, that's fusing. That's kind of neat. All right, so in this stage they have fused together. So let's give it maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 more layers, and let's try not to get ourselves a checkered pattern here. So we have to randomizing is not alternating. That's one of the things one has to remember when trying to randomize. I think our brains have a tendency, well, our brains do have a tendency to follow patterns. So alternating is a pattern. Alternance, yeah, whatever. That is a pattern. So when we try to randomize, our brain automatically assumes, okay, randomization. Let's alternate. Let's not do the same thing, and we're actually doing it. So that's something that I always try to see what I'm doing here. I am alternating, but this one's on purpose because I am not doing it very often. So yeah, Yeah, there we go. What do you say we take a look from down below? Uh, See, we added all those layers. Oh God, I am dying. Yeah, I should really start getting those feather falling 4 and protection boots on. Uh, okay, maybe it might be a little bit too dark. Oh, and for the decoration, I have. Oh boy, yeah, I have a few ideas. Uh, I'd like to I'd like to keep them to myself for now because I wanted to surprise you guys. Yeah, I think that needs a few more layers at the least. Excuse me. And I am going to try to um, not make this those typical uh, a typical tree, those that you've seen have been built over and over and over again. Uh, of course, it's going to have some common elements. I mean, trees do have especially when they're this blocky. We have to keep some aspects of them. Uh, yeah, this is already too much. We have to keep some aspects of them the same, but I believe I can mix it up a bit and uh, escape the rules a little bit and actually, well, for one, I want to add branches in the middle of the trees. So that is going to be, from what I see, that is not done very often. I mean, you have a tree and then you have the canopy. This tree is large enough to have branches coming out from the middle of the tree, so we are going to do that. We are going to do that. Alright, let's just give it a couple more layers. I might edit this out, I am not sure. But yeah, you get the point. I am going to do this just a bit more. Maybe 1 or 2 layers, but and I'll get back to you when I'm done, and we can get on with starting to carve out the trees. All right, I'll see you right now. I strongly believe that is correct. It really needed that extra height. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's see. Excuse me. And I am not doing very well throat-wise. Alright, so now, wow, we took a beating. Alright, still have a lot of dark oak, but not much else. So let's see if we can understand. Well, I believe I understand how these organic shapes I talked about in the early episode work. However, let's see if I can actually make this look organic. Alright, so we're going to start with these ellipses, making the ellipsoid shapes. Ellipsoid, yeah. And like so. No, see, this is very pointy. Because I know my hunger bar and my health bar are down, I know, but in order to keep yourself, to avoid getting hungry all the time, you should only eat when you're as hungry as possible, because that way the hidden food bar, the saturation bar, will have will become well, it will get more saturated, and that will provide you with less hunger for more time. Alright, so we're getting close to, we're starting to curve here, so let's do this, and this is going to be, I said I was going to teach you, well, I hope I can, but I am also learning. I mean, we're learning together, so so to speak. Not by a long shot will I claim that I know exactly what I'm doing. We're going to experiment together. Okay. Well, see, everything actually blends in kind of nicely, so a few rough edges here and there won't be that big of a deal. So yeah, we might first do one side and then do the other from the underside. We just have to keep in mind that what we are doing in this side is we are going to make ellipsoids or ellipsal, whatever. We're going to make curve shapes like so from this side, from the core side, and we're going to go counterclockwise like so. So always staying on this side of the tree so that we don't get lost. And then on the other side, we're going to do, instead of doing the curves like this, we're gonna do it like so. So I think I've made myself reasonably clear. So yeah, let's see what we can do to get this thing to look a little better. Let's get rid of you and you. Yeah, alright. Alright. You and you, and so when we get rid of these, we... Yeah, another thing, I am going to start producing charcoal. Yeah. Coal is a building block. Charcoal is not. It has all the uses of coal except to serve as a building block. So that is going to be it. I have decided that. Alright, so now from this side we should have ellipsoids also, just going bam, bam, then bam. And I am wondering if I am doing this right. From this side it should be like so, and that is going well. So alright, we did like so from up to here, and now okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. Let's see now from here. There's not being able to see it from far away. This will give us an idea. Alright, so we're getting this curve right here, and we should continue it like so. So let's see if we can't go like this, like so, and then like so. Yeah. Then we're gonna carve out that little piece. I think that's gonna work out. Alright, let's keep on trucking. See, we can remove that piece. This I think is gonna be a good example of what I'm trying to accomplish here. We'll remove this piece right here. And this, I believe that those awesome organic structures you see are just these little details. They just make or break a build. See, now that block we removed, now we have a curve like this. So we're getting curves from this side in this angle like so, and then on this side like so. And they'll fuse together and make this thing look natural. Okay, so I think you got the point. well, you can go like this. I think you got the point pretty much. I believe I'm going to cut here, see how long the episode's been running, and decide if I am going to keep doing this or if we're gonna do something else, how it's gonna be, excuse me. I'll see you right after this. Hello again, I am back, and I believe we have a tree trunk. One of them at least. I think that technique worked out pretty nicely. Mind you, I believe it still looks sort of dull, but I think that's because it's just a shapeless thing here. It doesn't have any roots, it doesn't have anything to qualify it as a tree. But I think overall we did a pretty good job. One thing I should mention is that building this as in building a set of ellipses. I just noticed that's kinda that's kinda too no, that's a little too flat, and we can bring this here. I think we got this. So the ellipsoid shape thingy technique worked out fine. Just every once in a while you'll see the tip of the bottom of the ellipse, in this case would be here, and here it would be here. So we can't just make it perfect all the time. It's an ellipse shape, not a perfect ellipse, so it's a guideline. But okay, we are then going to name these two trees. I have an idea for it, but until we do, I have been the Earl, and I hope you have an awesome day.